Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Brianna. Subscribe down below. I post a new video every single Sunday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Central. So today is going to be a what's on my Apple Watch video. This is the Apple Watch Series 3 in the larger size 42 millimeters and the color space gray. Now guys, I know this watch is 2 generations old, but Apple still does sell this on their website. It goes for about $200 brand new, so you can definitely find a used or refurbished version for probably $100 or less if you're not trying to spend $400 or $500 on the latest Apple Watch model. This is still great. It gets the job done. I wear this thing every single day. First thing I do when I wake up in the morning is reach over and grab this off of my charging stand, and I'll take this off and show you guys my terrible Apple Watch tan to prove that yes, I wear this thing every single day and cannot live without it. So here is what is on my Apple Watch. Okay, so here is my Apple Watch, and just to start off, I always get Apple Watch bands from Amazon because they're so much cheaper than the Apple version. So I'm going to put this on my wrist because when you don't have it on, it keeps locking, and it's just easier to show you guys with it on my wrist. Okay, so let me unlock it and show you guys everything on the home screen. Okay, so I mostly use my Apple Watch for health and fitness exercising purposes. So here I have the time with the hour, minute, and second, and then all of this is the Apple activity stuff, so I can see how many calories I've burned, minutes of exercise, which I have clearly been slacking on today, and then standing hours. And so I just like to see my rings on my home screen. The bottom is the calendar, so I can see that it's Thursday, May 14th. And if I click on that, if I have anything in my calendar, it will show me that. Top left is weather, so I always use this to check the weather because it's a lot quicker than having to unlock your iPhone. And then top right is just quick access to Apple's exercise. So if I'm going on a walk, a run, any of that stuff, I can just quickly access that to start my workout. Okay, so let's just go through some of the features really quickly. If you swipe down, it shows your notifications, which I don't have any right now. And then if you swipe up, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. So this is my Wi-Fi, and this is so useful. If you ever misplace your iPhone, here is the sound that it makes so that you can find it. So that's my phone over there. Super useful because sometimes it's really hard to find your phone. My Apple Watch battery, this basically means that my Apple Watch is on silent. I usually keep it on vibrate or silent just because I don't like the sound of my Apple Watch making noise. This is do not disturb. I have my Apple Watch to mirror my iPhone, so if my iPhone is on do not disturb, then so is my watch, or vice versa. This is theater mode, so in theater mode, like if you're at the movies, which you should not be right now, you should be at home, but every time you flip your Apple Watch up, normally it will light up. Theater mode basically just means it doesn't do that, so that when you are watching a movie, it doesn't keep lighting up and disturbing other people. Oh, also, whenever your Apple Watch is on your wrist, you don't have to keep typing in your password. You can just open it. But whenever the watch is not on your wrist, you have to keep typing in your password. Okay, so that was theater mode. And then this thing right here is if your phone ever gets wet, which your Apple Watch. These are water resistant, so you just spin the crown and it will dispel any water. Oops. This is a flashlight, which I actually don't use, but it just, it could come handy. And so you have a regular white flashlight. This one is blinking, flashing. And then the last one is red, which is actually not picking up on camera at all, but this is like a bright red. That's kind of weird. Now you can kind of see it. This is airplane mode, and this right here is walkie-talkie, which you can communicate with other Apple Watches. I have never actually used that. And then this is just if you want to connect like AirPods or other devices. Okay, so jumping in here, let me just show you guys some of the apps I actually use. Lots of the things on my watch are just those pre-installed Apple things that I don't really use, but for my watch, right here we have a timer, which can be pretty useful if you're doing like a workout or maybe you just want to time anything else. You can do that from your Apple Watch. This right here is, I'm sorry, that was a stopwatch. This is the timer, which you can do a quick set timer or you can do a custom. I use this a lot whenever I'm cooking or baking, like if I'm making cookies, I need to just set a quick reminder. This is the Nike training app, and then I also have the Nike run app that I'll connect to my phone whenever I go on a run. You can just quickly start it from here and also kind of mess with some of your run settings. I have Find My iPhone, Spotify. This is the same Apple workout app from my home screen. This is the Apple Store app, which I've never used that from my phone. I have the calculator, which is just cool to just quickly access, but the buttons are so small. You would have to really just need a quick calculator. Photos, which I don't use. This is your heart rate. Apple has so many different health apps and stuff like that, so you can check your heart rate. There's also one right here to remind you to breathe. Settings. Here's my wallet app, so whenever I'm at a store that does Apple Pay, I can just pull up my wallet app on my phone, put my watch against the reader, and it will pay for my groceries or whatever I'm buying. So here's voice memos, and this is my second time recording this video, so let me show you recording. Testing, 1, 2, testing, testing, testing. I've never used this from my phone, but it's pretty cool if you want to just make a quick voice memo. Testing, 1, 2, testing, testing, testing. Here I have my Discover app. It will just notify me of any different statements and stuff like that. This is Apple Podcasts, which when I'm listening to it and I want to quickly like skip or change it, which I was listening to My Favorite Murder, it's really easy just to do that from your Apple Watch. What else is there? This is another Apple Health application. This is a cycle tracker for all of my ladies out there. This is radio, which I do not really use, but you can do that. This is if you want to connect like a TV remote or another type of electronic device. Audiobooks I don't use. This is the Apple Home application. Google Keep is something that I'm trying to start testing out and seeing if I prefer that over the Apple Notes. Facebook Messenger. This right here is Mint, which connects to my phone and has all of my financial information. So sometimes, like let's say I get charged a credit card fee or anything like that, I can just quickly see my notifications. Capital One is my banking app. Tile is the device that I have connected to my keys, so I can quickly track that from here, which right now it's off, so I don't think it will show you guys. This is the phone and contacts, don't really use that. Here's Apple News, which you can quickly just look at news updates, trending, and stuff like that if you don't want to pull your phone out. Apple Maps, this is so helpful because whenever I'm driving, I'm not trying to look at my phone, and so whenever I'm driving and let's say I'm coming up on a left turn, the Apple Watch app from my watch will vibrate and then I can just look down at my watch and not have to be distracted by my whole cell phone. Weather, the App Store, calendar, if I have any events I can see that from here. This is my reminders, which I really don't use too often, but I can always just do that from here. LifeSum is what I use to track my calories, protein, all of that stuff. And so I've never done it from my watch, but I will use this just to quickly check where I'm at. Today I have not been tracking. That's the walkie-talkie thing. This is camera, which I've never used before. Okay, so I clicked camera and it basically just opens the camera on your phone, but it completely made my video stop recording because I was using my Canon app from my iPhone. So that's the camera app. This is the last one. So this last app right here is Zero, and so sometimes oh, it's freaking out. Okay, so sometimes I track, sometimes I do intermittent fasting, and so this is the app I use to keep track of my eating window and all that stuff like that, and so it will just send me notifications from there. So that is pretty much everything on my watch. I would say the ones that I definitely use most are all of the workout and health apps, the timer, the stopwatch, and then I really just like to use this as a way to quickly see notifications from my cell phone. Let me also show you guys. So it kind of just makes everything from your phone a lot easier to connect to. So whenever I'm listening to a podcast, hopefully I don't get copyrighted. Let me just show you guys.
A person with a fence post, but no, it's for violating. It was a different.
I'll mute it. So whenever you're playing like music, Spotify, podcasts, anything from your iPhone, it will just pop up on the front of your Apple Watch. And so if you wanted to pause it, skip it, do anything like that, it's just really easy to be able to do that from your Apple Watch. Let me see if I can also show you guys the maps. Okay, so here's Apple Maps. Let's just say I'm trying to travel to Colorado. Let's just pick a point. And I pull up directions, go.
Starting route to United States Air Force Academy. Head east on Fresno Court, then turn left onto Hidden Glade Drive.
Oh, I did it wrong. So on your Apple Watch, whatever you're doing, like navigation, music, whatever, is what's going to pop up in that top center one. And so this is what I was telling you guys about, like it just shows you from your watch whatever your next turn or whatever that is, and when you're in the car it will vibrate whenever you get to your turn or to whatever you're supposed to do. It just makes it really nice and easy. So that is everything that's on my Apple Watch Series 3. If you guys have any questions, comment them down below and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye y'all!